Right, let's crack on for Martin Dubravka.
4.
Tell me why.
He made a couple of saves. Just Pookie was on target every single time he shot, and it just went past him. Like, he could have done better with the first one. Like, his legs should have been out more. Like, just simple, innit? Like, simple goalkeeping techniques that he just didn't pull off today. But yeah,
did keep it in the first half though with a couple of saves. I'll begin with Emil Croth, who was making his debut, and I thought he was torn to shreds. In particular, first half with Joe Lewis was just ripping him apart. The kid, the left back, looks like a star. We talked about Max Aarons, but this lad as well could go far as well. They've got some promising youngsters here at Norwich. I thought he ripped him a new arsehole, as Kyle would say. Sensational, Joe Lewis. But going back to Emil Croth and his debut, I thought, a lot of people were getting confused with Ritchie. And when he blazed that over in the first half, that was Newcastle's probably best chance. Blew it over. And then he got ripped apart, as I mentioned. But the second half, yeah, he's slightly improved because Norwich backed off. They weren't as attacking as much because Norwich lost the game. But 2 out of 10, yeah. I think we're shite. Mankio should probably feel a little bit harsh, done by sitting on the bench. Jamal Lascelles?
I would say a 5. Did pretty well. Interceptions and stuff like that, tracking back. He handled Pookie quite well, just on certain parts where he was kind of falling off. But yeah, I would say a 5. Probably the highest centre-back rating today, probably.
Yeah, that's okay.
True.
Fabian Schar, awful first half, getting the piss took out of him. Let's face fact, we're not here to be nice, we're going to be honest with you. And I love Fabian Schar, but he wasn't quite so elegant today. Second half improved, don't get me wrong, he's bringing the ball out and spraying it a lot more, but all of Newcastle's defence were absolutely shocking today. I did originally score him 5, I'm going to knock him down a peg. I think I'm going to score him a 4 because his first half he was really, really poor. Joe Lewis in particular on that other side, because Schar plays on the right hand side, rattled the pair of them, him and Croft, but 4 out of 10. Paul Dummett?
Didn't really do much. 4. Honest, didn't do much.
Probably should have done a lot more in that third goal.
Yeah, he should have. He just didn't do much. From what I've seen, just literally he tracked back quite a bit, but it didn't really come off. As soon as he got to the player, the ball just passed to another player, and then he was out of it. Really, wasn't he? Yeah. Didn't really do nothing. So
Matt Ritchie had another poor. Look, everyone had a poor game, bar probably maybe one player perhaps. But Matt Ritchie, again, he tried a huff and puff, as Paul would normally say. However, a lot of them struggled today, because Norwich looked like they had 13-14 players at times, but Matt Ritchie struggled today. I'm going to score Matt Ritchie a 4 out of 10. Yeah, had a couple of crosses, but defensively again, Newcastle all over across all of it. Let's move into the centre midfield. Isaac Hayden, I'll let you have him.
Right, Isaac Hayden, he done well.
You reckon?
On certain parts, from what I've seen, on first half he was alright. He's tracking back quite a lot. He was bringing the ball a little bit forward. But it's definitely below 5. I'm gonna say 4. Honest, he was alright. It's kind of holding up the ball. He was all right. Yes, he did get taken the ball away from him a little bit, but say a 4. I
think you're being generous, mate. I think that's his worst performance. I'll have the other one as well, the other centre midfielder, which I'll let you have the goal scorer. I'll take Sung-Yueng, which was a surprise. There was rumours going around this morning that Longstaff would start, but I thought Key struggled big time. I thought he's probably the worst, along with Hayden, out of the midfield. Really poor. Half asleep, wasn't tracking down. The pressing, which was what was disappointing from Key, because we struggled defensively and the midfield didn't help out. Same with Shelvey in some aspects, but for me I'm going to score Key a 3. I thought it was really, really poor, and we missed Sean Longstaff starting today. Shelvey, great goal, but what else?
He was pinging the ball about a bit, but some end product on the pinging just didn't really work. He did pass the ball to was it Croft in the second half.
I don't know. Can't remember.
Well, he pinged the ball over, and that was a good ball.
Good finish, good goal.
Good finish. Probably give the same as Hayden for.
Well, that low, I'll probably score higher. But anyways,
what would you do?
I'll probably score my 6. He scored a good goal.
Actually,
no, it's your call. No. Your call. You'll get the hate in the comments down there below.
No, wait. Actually, yeah. I'm being a bit harsh there. It's because I give Hayden a 4.
He's the one who probably creativity.
I would say a 6. Yeah.
You're gonna go with 6.
I'm gonna go with
I've persuaded him
because of that goal. It was
was a good goal, but defensively I thought he was poor as well. He wasn't pressing. But that's your midfield wrapped up. Let's go into your number 10, which is Miguel Almiron. I thought he struggled as well. I think both of them struggled, so obviously we'll talk about it more in the review. Almiron was trying to do a lot of work. He wanted to get on the ball. Just no product, no end product, but that wasn't helped because you only had Joelinton, that's it, and he was surrounded by 4 or 5 people, so I thought he was poor. It's 4 out of 10 for Miguel Almiron, but he tried to get on the ball, he tried to do things, but wasn't good enough for me. Do you want to come in a little bit?
Aye.
And then Joelinton, who not a couple of Norwich fans have slated him today.
They have. Hold-up play wasn't excellent today, like, it was didn't really have nout going for him on his hold-up play. Didn't really have anything going for him in general, did he really?
Did nothing out.
Like, he just didn't.
But then again, he was all surrounded by 2 players.
Yeah. Always surrounded by 2 players. Like, I think that's what everyone's thinking now. Like, oh, we've got Joelinton, £40 million striker. Like, we're going to double up on him. Honest to God, you literally couldn't have had any players on him, and he wouldn't have got any chances. To be honest, like the way it was going and stuff.
What are you giving him?
Lower than Almiron, because Almiron was actually working hard. I'll give him a 3.
A 3 out of 10 for £40 million striker. The first substitutes, when seen Longstaff, he was the second one. Muto didn't get enough in the game for me because we were awful going forwards. Hardly any attacking players are going to score high. Defensively, we were shocking. 5 out of 10, and that's actually been nice. And I could have scored him lower, but I just didn't think he had an influence. And then Longstaff,
he come on and he looked worried actually. Like, I didn't know why he didn't start, to be honest. Like, he got the ball and he held it up a little bit and he was bringing it forward. For the time that he was on, I'll give him a 5.
I don't think there's anybody else that I can remember. Steve Bruce, I'm going to score him a 0. I'm not here to be nice, I'm here to be honest with you. Although you've got to put the blame. You can sing about Mike Ashley, of course you can. You can talk about the transfers, but for me, Steve Bruce gets a big fat 0 for me. There's so much more. He could have influenced the game. He'd done like for like. He could have gone 2 up top, could put an extra body up. He could have changed the formation. Norwich, he didn't react to it. Norwich was just bossing the game. It looked like 13, 14 players. 2 defeats from 2. Spurs away next week. What would you give him?
I'll give him a 0 as well. Tactics all wrong today. Like, if we had played like what we did against Arsenal, I think we would have had a slight chance to be in the game. Do you know what I mean? But it was just absolutely diabolical. Like, no end product, no tactics. Them tactics were just not good enough. Like, you've got to admit that. Like, they just weren't. He was holding the ball, then long balls. Bringing it back, long balls, just nothing, no end product.
And I think also, what you scored him?
I scored him a 0.
You scored him a 0, but also all the long balls as well. He had no midfield when the balls were getting pinged to Joelinton and Almiron as well. That's it, that's your player ratings. Thank you very much for watching. Let us know what you score, the lads. Ta-da.